Have you ever stopped to think about why the last few days have felt different, like something was in the air? It may sound strange, but if you are noticing inexplicable signs or feeling a greater connection with the world around you, you may have crossed a portal that few can identify. December 28th is not just another date on the calendar, it is a landmark that carries unique energies, capable of transforming your perception and aligning you with the fifth dimension. And before you dismiss this idea as something too mystical, know that many are already experiencing this transition, without even realizing it. The question is, are you feeling something different? Perhaps an increase in your intuition, moments of synchronicity, or even an inexplicable desire to seek more self-knowledge. All of this is no coincidence, these are clues that you have already started on the path to expanded consciousness. But be careful. Ignoring this call may cause you to miss a unique opportunity to align with the universal flow. While many are still stuck in materialism and the chaos of everyday life, few are waking up to the chance to experience something greater, true inner transformation. Do you want to know how to use this date to your advantage and connect with what the universe is offering? The answer may be simpler than you think, but it requires you to take action now. If you've come this far, it's because something is already messing with you. Don't ignore this feeling, there's a lot more going on behind the veil of ordinary reality. Keep reading, and you will understand how this date has the potential to change not only what you live, but how you live. After all, the universe only gives answers to those who ask the right questions. Are you ready to unravel the mysteries of this transformation? There are dates that seem to carry something beyond time, as if the universe paused to whisper secrets to us. December 28th is one of those occasions. Imagine a moment where synchronicity pulses in the air, inviting everyone to explore expanded consciousness. Many believe that this day, aligned with cosmic frequencies, has the power to facilitate awakening to the fifth dimension. It is not magic, but a universal flow that demands our attention. Think about it, have you ever felt like some days scream to be different? This could be your opportunity. If you've ever wondered why certain dates make us more reflective, there's an explanation. Our intuition captures these energies, albeit in a subtle way. In the case of December 28th, this alignment can be perceived as a cosmic pause, a reminder to reconnect. How about starting the day with something simple but powerful? Try a gratitude exercise, write down 3 things you are grateful for. By doing this, you set the stage for what the date has to offer. The beauty of 12 of 28 lies not only in its energetic promises, but also in its invitation to introspection. This is the ideal time to look within, practice self-knowledge, and take stock of what was and what can be. Why not take the opportunity to align your intentions? Sit quietly, write down goals that go beyond materialism. Think about how you can promote your own inner transformation and strengthen empathy and connection with others. But the most interesting thing is that, by paying attention to the energy of that day, you open doors to something bigger. The vibration of the date can be felt as a call to abandon the rat race and allow yourself to experience a state of inner peace. It's like being at a transition point between what is and what can be. But this is just the beginning of what the fifth dimension has in store for those who accept the invitation. Have you ever heard of an energy portal? It's like a cosmic window that opens, bringing a wave of transformative energy that can change everything around us, and within us. December 28th is seen by many as one of those invisible doors. On this day, synchronicity seems to operate at a higher level, connecting each of us to what they call the universal flow. If it seems abstract, think about the following. You know that day when everything seems to fall into place. This is the kind of magic that an energetic portal can bring, amplifying our intuition and creating new possibilities. But how to access this energy? The answer lies in expanded consciousness. Imagine sitting in silence, eyes closed, focused on your breathing. With each inhale, you visualize a golden light entering and filling your entire body. This little ritual is like tuning into a radio station. You adjust your frequency to capture the vibrations of the universe. With this, connecting to the portal is no longer a vague idea, but a real experience. The power of an energetic portal also lies in what it awakens in us. It's a reminder that life isn't just about working, consuming, and repeating. It is an invitation to explore the creativity that is dormant, to seek freedom from the materialism that so often holds us back. Have you ever thought about creating something on this day? Write, paint, sing, or just allow yourself to dream. The important thing is to open space for new ideas to flow. And if you ask yourself, but how do I know I'm connected? Pay attention to the signs. Maybe you notice coincidences that you didn't see before or feel a lightness that you can't explain. These are signs that the portal is working in your favor, guiding you towards emotional growth and a new perspective on life. But don't worry, there is still more to be explored when it comes to this energetic connection. The magic of December 28th also lies in the opportunity to stop and reflect. This day invites a strategic pause, a moment to evaluate what the year has brought and, more importantly, what you want to build from it. When you take time for intention and reflection, you make space for true inner transformation. Think of it like adjusting the rudder of a boat before facing a new sea. Ask yourself, what really matters to me? And what can I leave behind? This introspection exercise doesn't need to be complicated. A diary can be a valuable ally. Take a blank sheet of paper and write, what did you learn in 2024? What moments brought you gratitude or challenged your self-knowledge? As you write, something fascinating happens. You begin to notice patterns, synchronicities, perhaps even a greater purpose. These reflections are not just loose thoughts, but parts of your emotional growth. And here's a powerful tip: set clear intentions for the new cycle. But don't just focus on the material. Ask yourself how you can cultivate more empathy and connection, how you can nurture your inner peace. For example, instead of, I want to make more money, try, I want to feel fulfilled by contributing something meaningful. This changes the entire dynamic of what you attract into your life. In the end, the most important thing is to remember that intention creates focus, and focus moves energy. Whether it's a moment of meditation, a heartfelt conversation with someone close to you, or just the silence of a starry sky, aligning yourself on this day creates the path to a higher journey. And there is much more to heaven and earth than we realize, especially when cosmic influences come into play. There's something fascinating about looking up at the sky and imagining that we're part of a gigantic cosmic clock. On December 28th, this clock seems to adjust its hands to align energies that directly impact our journey. Imagine that the phases of the moon, planetary movements, and even the stars come together in a dance that influences our expanded consciousness. It's as if the universe whispers, this is the time to awaken. Even the most skeptical admit that there are days when everything seems loaded with meaning. If on that date there is a full moon or the beginning of a new planetary cycle, the energies will be even more intense. It's the kind of moment that amplifies practices like meditation or creative visualization. Imagine sitting under the moonlight, feeling its light touch your skin, as you focus on thoughts of gratitude and self-knowledge. This connection with cosmic forces can unlock profound insights and promote an inner transformation that reverberates far beyond the present moment. And even if you don't know anything about astrology, the important thing is to feel it. When cosmic energy is aligned, signs of synchronicity appear more frequently. A song that plays at just the right moment, an unexpected encounter, or a solution that appears like magic, all point to a universal flow at work. Take advantage of these signs as reminders that you are on the right path and connected to something greater. The beauty of understanding these influences is realizing that we are not just spectators, we are co-creators. Cosmic forces do not decide for us, but they offer us fertile ground to plant intentions and cultivate emotional growth. And when we align our actions with this flow, something extraordinary happens. But that's just the beginning, because true power lies in how we choose to live each day, especially in moments that invite us to spiritual practice. December 28th offers a unique opportunity to delve deeply into spiritual practices that connect the body, mind and spirit. This day is not about performing routine tasks, but about allowing yourself to pause and tune in to the universal flow. Spiritual practice doesn't have to be complicated. The simple act of breathing consciously can be transformative. How about setting aside a few minutes in the morning for a guided meditation? Choose a theme that resonates with you, like gratitude or inner peace, and let yourself be carried away by the experience. In addition to meditation, visualization practice is a powerful tool for those who wish to align themselves with higher energies. Imagine yourself surrounded by golden light, feeling it purify your emotions and elevate your intuition. During the day, practice mindfulness in small actions. Smell the coffee, listen to the sounds around you, notice the details of your environment. These practices help solidify your connection to the fifth dimension, transforming the ordinary into something deeply meaningful. And we cannot forget the importance of simple rituals that celebrate the moment. Lighting a candle, writing a letter of intent, or even walking barefoot on the earth can be a way to honor self-knowledge and inner transformation. The important thing is to do it with intention. When you take these actions knowing that they have the power to change your state of mind, the energy around you transforms as well. But the most fascinating thing is that these practices not only nourish your spiritual connection, but also strengthen your empathy and connection with the world. As you delve into these experiences, you realize you are not alone on this journey. There is an invisible network of energy that connects us to each other, ready to be felt. And by exploring this network, we begin to understand that the fifth dimension is much more than a concept, it is a state of being. And this leads us to see beyond linear time. When we talk about the fifth dimension, we are not discussing a physical place that you can visit, but rather a state of expanded perception. It's as if your view of the world expanded, allowing you to see connections and possibilities that previously went unnoticed. In this state, linear time, past, present and future, stops being so rigid. It's like watching a movie where you not only follow the story but also understand between the lines and what's coming next. This awareness is what many call expanded consciousness, and December 28th can be the gateway to this experience. The fifth dimension reveals itself in small moments of synchronicity. Think about situations where you were thinking about someone and they called, or when something you deeply wanted manifested in an unexpected way. These happy accidents are signs that you are beginning to tune in to this higher reality. For many, these moments spark an irresistible curiosity. What if there is more to discover about life? This is the first step to understanding that the universal flow is always guiding us. Exploring the fifth dimension is also an invitation to empathy and connection. In this state, you feel the impact of your actions more intensely, as if you could experience the emotions of others. This holistic perspective transforms the way we interact with the world, promoting emotional growth that transcends individuality. A simple example. Imagine that when you talk to someone, you not only hear the words, but you feel what is behind them. This deep connection is one of the greatest gifts of the fifth dimension. But the journey doesn't end there. By accessing this expanded perception, you also unlock extraordinary creative potential. Ideas emerge more clearly, solutions appear easily, and you begin to move toward a greater purpose. It's as if all the pieces of the puzzle of life begin to fall into place. However, to take advantage of all this, you need to be open to the inner transformation that this state requires. And for many, signs of alignment have already begun to appear. The signs that you are aligning with the fifth dimension may be subtle at first, but become increasingly clear as you deepen your journey. Maybe you've started to notice more synchronicity in your life, events that seem coordinated by something larger, as if the universe is speaking directly to you. A message in the song playing on the radio, a number that is constantly repeated, or even an unexpected opportunity can be signs that you are on the right path. These signs are not coincidences, they are reminders that you are aligned with the universal flow. Another powerful sign is a change in the way you perceive emotions, both your own and those of others. There is a natural increase in empathy and connection, as if you can feel the energy around you more deeply. This doesn't mean that everything will always be perfect, but that you will begin to see challenges as opportunities for emotional growth. For example, instead of reacting impulsively to a difficult situation, you may find a new calm, an inner peace that transforms your approach. An alignment with the fifth dimension also brings sharper intuition. Maybe you start to know things without understanding exactly how. This insight can guide you in important decisions, from choosing a career to the relationships you want to nurture. A practical example: when you feel an inexplicable urge to follow a different path, and in doing so you find exactly what you needed, your expanded consciousness is acting up. Trust these moments, they are like secret maps of the universe. These signs not only show that you are changing, but that you are reconnecting with your essence. It's like remembering who you've always been, but in a clearer and more complete way. Over time, you realize that these internal transformations begin to be reflected externally, bringing a holistic perspective to your life. And by embracing these changes, you prepare yourself for a profound inner transformation, which is the heart of this journey. And all of this leads us to reflect on how transforming oneself means transforming the world. Inner transformation is the central axis of any journey towards the fifth dimension. It's not just about changing behaviors, but about a true metamorphosis in the way you see and experience the world. One of the first steps is freedom from materialism, understanding that the value of life is not in possessions, but in the experiences and connections we cultivate. Imagine the relief of realizing that you don't need more things to be complete, what you seek is already within you. This recognition is like a light breeze that brings new clarity. But inner transformation does not happen instantly. It is a process that requires self-knowledge and constant practice. Take moments to reflect, what really feeds your soul? For example, replacing hours on social media with time to meditate or learn something new can bring profound changes. A book like The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle can be a good starting point, helping you focus on the present moment and leave the weight of the past behind. These small changes accumulate into something much bigger. As this transformation unfolds, you will notice a shift in your energy. Empathy blossoms, and you begin to connect deeply with those around you, feeling their pains and joys as if they were your own. This does not weaken you, but strengthens your ability to contribute to a more harmonious world. It's like a dance between the inside and the outside, where each internal step echoes in your external actions. This is the true essence of expanded consciousness, living with intention, connection, and purpose. However, transforming yourself from within also means accepting the challenges that appear along the way. It is a polishing process, like a rough stone that becomes precious. Every difficulty, whether emotional or spiritual, is an opportunity to grow and realign with the universal flow. When you embrace this growth, you find yourself stronger, more creative, and more at peace with yourself. And, by exploring these internal changes, new possibilities for spiritual development emerge that seem to open doors to something even greater. Spiritual development is like an endless journey. There is no final destination, but a constant evolution that transforms the way you perceive the world and yourself. For those seeking the fifth dimension, this evolution is fundamental. Practices such as daily meditation, cultivating gratitude, and listening to your own intuition are essential tools. Imagine starting your day with a moment of silence, where you simply breathe and feel the present. This simple and powerful practice can open your mind to insights and align you with the universal flow. One of the pillars of spiritual development is the connection with nature. Walking through the greenery, feeling the wind on your face and listening to the sounds around you, helps to slow down the mind and strengthen empathy and connection with the whole. Try keeping a diary with you and writing down the thoughts or emotions that arise in those moments. This may seem small, but it's like planting seeds of self-knowledge that germinate in moments of greater clarity. Another important aspect is to cultivate a practice of serving others. This doesn't have to be something grand. A simple gesture, like listening to someone without judging or offering sincere support, can make a huge impact. When you open yourself up to helping others, you feel a direct impact on your own emotional growth. After all, spiritual development is not about isolating yourself, but about integrating, with yourself, with others, and with the universe. And the most surprising thing is that the more you practice, the easier it becomes to access expanded consciousness. Creative ideas begin to emerge, problems seem smaller, and there is a calm that accompanies you, even in challenging situations. This state of inner peace is like a compass that guides you to the next stage of the journey. And when you awaken to this potential, you realize that there is much more to explore in the field of creativity and expression. Creative awakening is one of the most notable gifts of those who access the fifth dimension. It's as if a new fountain of ideas opens up inside you, allowing you to express thoughts and emotions in ways that previously seemed impossible. It's not just about creating art, but about seeing life with fresh eyes. Something as simple as preparing a meal or rearranging your home can turn into a creative act when you are in tune with the universal flow. This creativity is a natural extension of your expanded consciousness. Have you noticed how inspiration often comes in moments of silence? Set aside time for practices that stimulate your creativity. Meditating before writing, listening to instrumental music while drawing, or even walking outside can spark amazing ideas. For example, as you gaze up at the sky on a starry night, you may notice patterns and feel a connection that inspires not only your mind but also your soul. It is this energy that makes creativity a channel of self-knowledge. Creative awakening is not restricted to traditional art forms. It can also manifest itself in the way you solve problems or create new opportunities. Imagine, for example, having an innovative idea for work or finding an unexpected solution to a personal challenge. These epiphanies are the result of a state of intuition and emotional growth that arises naturally when you allow yourself to explore. More than that, they bring a deep sense of gratitude for being connected to something greater. And the most beautiful thing of all is that, by awakening this creativity, you also inspire others around you. Its energy transforms environments, creates synergies, and invites people to explore their own originality. This cycle of mutual inspiration is a reflection of the empathy and connection that flourishes in the fifth dimension. But there's something even deeper to this process, the serenity that comes from finding purpose in what you create. And this peace is what leads us to true acceptance of the present. Inner peace is the essence that sustains the entire journey to the fifth dimension. When you learn to accept the present moment with gratitude and courage, you will discover that you don't need to fight the flow of life. It's like being in a river. Instead of swimming against the current, you allow yourself to be carried along by its gentleness. This serenity does not mean the absence of challenges, but rather the ability to face them calmly and confidently, knowing that everything is part of a greater plan. Cultivating this peace requires simple but consistent practices. Start the day with affirmations that reinforce your purpose. Something like, "I trust the universal flow and choose to live in harmony." Repeating these words out loud while breathing deeply creates a space of calm that will carry you throughout the day. Also, avoid overloading your mind with unnecessary stimuli, such as too much information or arguments. Choose serenity as a conscious act. Another path to achieving peace is accepting what cannot be changed. This is not conformity, but an act of wisdom. For example, when faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? This approach transforms even the most challenging moments into opportunities for emotional growth and self-knowledge. Serenity is born when we abandon the need for control and surrender to the fluidity of the universe. And what is most transformative, this peace is not just for you. She radiates and touches those around her, creating an environment of empathy and connection. Your calm energy inspires others to seek the same balance, like a domino effect of harmony. However, achieving this serenity is not the end of the journey, it is the beginning of a cycle where you learn to trust your intuition more and access deeper layers of your being. And, believe me, this is the starting point for something even greater. And now that you've discovered everything that this special date, December 28th, can offer, the question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? The choice is yours. You can let this opportunity pass by, as if it were just another ordinary day, or you can embrace this golden chance to explore your expanded consciousness and take the first steps towards the fifth dimension. And the best part? Change starts with simple actions like connecting with your intuition, cultivating gratitude, and aligning yourself with the universal flow. Think about it. What is stopping you from experiencing inner transformation and achieving the inner peace you so desire? The universe has already given you the signs, but it won't do the work for you. This is in your hands. How about starting today? Meditate, write down your intentions, or simply take time to listen to what your heart is asking for. The key to this journey is to be present and open to possibilities. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these practices do you intend to apply first? Share in the comments. Let's create a supportive community where everyone can grow together. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you continue to receive content that will help you access your full potential and deepen your self-knowledge. Remember, spiritual awakening is not a finish line, but an ongoing journey of emotional growth and empathy and connection with the universe and others. And this journey is much more powerful when shared. It's time to start. Are you ready?